The recommendation to track weekly progress instead of daily fluctuations is solid advice grounded in both statistics and psychology. Daily numbers vary for countless reasons: water retention, sleep quality, stress levels, measurement error, recent meals, bathroom timing, and more. If you're weighing yourself daily or obsessing over daily step counts, these fluctuations can be deeply discouraging even when your overall trend is positive. Weekly averages smooth out this noise and reveal actual patterns. From a behavioral perspective, weekly tracking also reduces the psychological weight of individual bad days. If you had a terrible Tuesday with minimal activity, that's just one data point in your week rather than a complete failure. This prevents the all-or-nothing thinking that leads to abandonment. You can have a couple of subpar days in a week and still have a good week overall. This builds resilience and realistic expectations about consistency. The sample chart comparing daily versus weekly progress would clearly show how daily data jumps around erratically, while weekly data shows a clear upward trend. This visual can be genuinely illuminating for people who feel like they're not making progress because they're too focused on day-to-day variations. Seeing the bigger picture provides motivation and validation that your efforts are working. However, there are limitations and potential concerns. First, weekly tracking delays feedback. If something in your approach isn't working, you might not notice for a week rather than identifying it immediately. For some people, particularly those new to exercise or making significant changes, daily data provides valuable information about what works and what doesn't. Second, weekly tracking can become an excuse for inconsistency. If you know you're looking at weekly totals, you might be tempted to skip several days and try to make it up with one intense session, which isn't ideal for building sustainable habits or maintaining physiological adaptation. Third, there's still the fundamental question of whether you should be tracking numerical metrics at all. For some people, any form of numerical tracking, whether daily or weekly, creates unhealthy focus on outcomes rather than the experience of movement. The number becomes the goal rather than feeling good, being healthy, or enjoying physical activity. If you find yourself exercising solely to hit numbers and feeling anxious about your weekly data, that's a sign that tracking might be harmful rather than helpful. The best approach is probably hybrid. Track daily for awareness and pattern recognition, but evaluate progress weekly or monthly. Notice daily fluctuations without emotional attachment to them. Use weekly trends to assess whether your overall approach is working. And periodically, take breaks from tracking entirely to reconnect with how exercise makes you feel independent of any metrics. The goal is self-awareness that drives positive behavior, not obsessive data collection that creates stress.